So the 5 C's in lending, what a lender looks for in an application, that is capacity, character, credit, collateral, and conditions. So first of all, capacity is your borrowing capacity, calculated by your income and expenses and how much you can borrow. Each lender looks at this slightly differently, and it's something that we'll go through with you in your personal situation. The next is your character. Now that's not, are you a good person? That is financially, what do you look like? And are you a safe bet to a lender? So what do you do and how long have you been doing it? What does your assets and liabilities position look like? And do you look like you're going to be a safe bet to a lender to pay that loan back? Credit is the next one, and most people have heard of their credit file or credit history. These days, credit files are what they call comprehensive. So they not only measure what we used to know as a negative reporting or any defaults, bankruptcies or bad history, but they also look at your current loans, the last 2 years worth of the repayments on those loans, and you do have a credit score. Now, Equifax is the company that manages this in Australia. You can get onto Equifax and check your credit score. Anything over about 550 for lending is gold. So if you want to check your credit score, you can do that yourself. Make sure that yours is over 550. The way to improve that is just pay your debts on time. Avoid applying for finance unless you really need it, because each time you apply, they have a look at your credit file, which comes as an inquiry on that credit file. So the next C is our collateral, or that's what are you buying, what's it worth, and where's your deposit or your equity coming from. So a lender's main decision or main investment is in you as the borrower. The collateral or the property is there in case you run away, go broke, don't pay. They're going to come and take that property and try and recover that debt. So when you do go and buy a property, you're going to put an offer on that. The lender's always going to do a valuation to check that you've done your homework and you're not paying too much. Your deposit or your equity can come from cash or savings, or if you've got a property, it can come from the existing equity in your current property used to purchase or borrow all of the next one. The last one is conditions on the loan or on the property, and this is a little bit less common. Conditions is something that might be changing in the future. So are you due to have another baby? Are you on maternity leave at the moment and returning to work? Or something around the property, and some things to look out for, mainly on houses, is high voltage power lines. So if your property's within 50 metres of high voltage power lines, lenders don't like it. Also, if it's a leasehold property opposed to a freehold property. Pretty uncommon in Australia, but it does happen. So based on those 5 areas, that's what a lender's going to look for and make an overall decision on whether they're happy to approve your loan or not.